Hello everybody, and welcome back to another mixing video by myself, Neek. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope everybody's doing well. I know we are in a very strange time right now, but it's all good. We're about to dive into the mix on Fidget by Skies, one of my favorite songs, and also one of my favorite mixes. I think the way the kick and the 808 hit in this are phenomenal, and the vocals just float up there in little fairy tale land. It's perfect. It's not perfect. It could always be better, but I just tell myself it's perfect sometimes. So today I'm going to dive into it, show you exactly what I did. After looking at it, I realized, wow, this is very minimal and something that pretty much anybody with a very basic Waves bundle can do. So I will be putting this template available on my website as well, the Fidget template, and you can go ahead and sound like Lil Skies. I'm just kidding. You won't sound like Lil Skies because you are not Lil Skies, and that is not how mixing works. But I'm going to put it up there anyways, so you have it. On top of that, I have the mastering turned off because it's just unfair. So I'll put the mastering on at the end, and I'll even show you what I use. But yeah, I don't want to be mixing with the mastering, so you're not really hearing what's happening. So we're going to dive into it, and let's do it. I'll play the beginning of it. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, here's a little taste of what it is.
Base one got them bands home. The whip don't got no keys. I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me. I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet. The ops, they really wanna know. Is he really cashing out or is that young nigga bro?
All right, fantastic. So as you all probably know by now, Skies' other engineers, Sprightly, Fire Artist, Fire Engineer, he sent me the project now, so a lot of the stuff that is bypassed is just stuff that Sprite did that I just took off because either I'm going to recreate it or I'm just going to go a different direction with it. But it's always good to have it for reference. And then we have the beat stems up here. What I love about this beat is one, bass one, and somebody else produced it. And I'm sorry that I forgot your name. I'll find it and then I'll put it right here. Wait, I'll put it right here. Hopefully that works. I'm not the best with video editing. Okay, and yeah, so what's going on? It's really just one vocal and ad-libs. Really simple, and I have everything running through the same processing right here in this lead vocal bus. So on the actual tracks, we have auto-tune, probably pretty heavy, maxed out, and then we have a noise suppressors going in there. Sprite, well, I don't know if they recorded this at Sprite Studio or at a crib, but anyways, I know Sprite really likes the noise suppressor. I know a lot of people do. Arizona's engineer, 94, he producer as well. He really likes the NS1 too. Okay, and then we have the lead vocal bus. Lead vocal, what we hitting? Boom, Hollywood Saturator by Slate Digital coming in hot. Pretty much just adding a little bit of saturation to the vocal. Let me go ahead and I don't want to bypass everything, but let me see if I can bypass her for you.
Base one got them bands home. The whip don't got no keys. I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me. I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back.
Kind of just helps it cut a little bit. Excuse me. On top of that, we have the Distressor plugin by Waves, the FG Stress. Very good plugin. And I'm only using 20%, like 27% of the compressor. So this is kind of like a parallel right out of the gate. Fast attack, really fast release, and just getting squashed. Parallel compression to a T. Yeah, and that's just getting us started right out of the gate. And then next we have a Fab Pro Q. Now this is just mainly subtractive EQing besides the little high shelf that I did up here. I'll let you hear that.
Base one got them bands home. The whip don't got no keys. I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me. I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet. The ops, they really.
And then I have a little multi-band EQ. What's that called? I forget the name. I'm missing it. I think it's multi-band EQ. Oh my God, it's a dynamic EQ. All right, so it's only reducing those frequencies when they happen. Boom, very nice. And this is something, if you don't have Fab Pro Q3, my first recommendation is get it. It's one of the few plugins that I like. You kind of need. You kind of have to have it. So get it. It's the best EQ by far, in my opinion. But if you don't have it, you can use the Waves. I think F6 plugin is kind of similar to it. The F6 EQ. Or like just use a Q10 or something, and then just use a multi-band compressor on the part that I have it at. And then next we have good old trusty RVox. Every engineer shits on this plugin. They think it's whack, but they're whack for calling any plugin whack because it's all art and doesn't fucking matter what you use. So, RVox, just a little bit.
Got no keys, I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet, the ops, they really wanna know. Is he really cashing out or is that young nigga?
And then boom, this is one of the few times I used the SSL compressor on this guy's vocal, and mainly because Sprite had it on there before. I tried using the Tube Tech by Softtube, and this one just sounded better. I really like how this compressor sounds, and I'm using it pretty fast attack and a pretty fast release, and it's going towards the end of the chain.
Got no keys, I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet, the ops, they really.
I mean, that's really dominating most of the sound, and it sounds great, and I'm probably going to keep using this compressor more. And then next we have the SSL channel, another pretty healthy high shelf. Now, the other thing too with these EQ moves is since I'm compressing it more beforehand, I like to kind of get a little bit more aggressive with the sound because I like to think that the vocal is in a better spot than it was before. When you start boosting frequencies early in a mix, you're kind of like not really boosting something that's rounded off and like more polished. Towards the end of the chain, when you have your vocals sounding a little bit more polished, I think it's a little bit more fair to be a little bit more aggressive with your EQ, is what I'm trying to say. You got rid of some of that mud. You got rid of the volume variation through compression, and you kind of made some more artistic decision, maybe added some saturation, and then you get to have fun with the EQ at the end. So that's what I did here. I have a little bit more compression with the SSL channel. One thing I've said this before, but when you have EQ moves with the SSL channel, I always like to compress it a little bit just to kind of round off the EQ moves that I did.
No keys,
I hear like in the verse.
Yeah, niggas know that I'm all in. Walk in, I'm spinning the bag. No shawty, she know I'm glad. Walk in, I'm making them mad. I was making these bro niggas sad.
So this is definitely a little bit more de-essing than I would normally do, but they had it like that in the reference, and it kind of worked, so I left it. And I'm chilling. All right, so this will be available. All right, let's go into reverb real quick. I used the Alice Verb by Slade Digital. These are really great reverbs. I think Sprite put this on, but it's really hard.
Yeah, niggas know that I'm all in. Walk in, I'm spinning the bag. No shawty, she know I'm glad. Walk in, I'm making them mad. I was making these bro niggas sad. I ain't even wanna do nothing.
And then just Echo Boy for the delay. Doubler is probably just the Waves doubler. Yep, that's in pretty much every template that I have. And then color, we have that Aphex Exciter plugin.
Yeah, niggas know that I'm all in. Walk in, I'm spinning the bag. No shawty, she know I'm glad. Walk in, I'm making them mad.
Makes it sound a little bit more exciting. Great. Let's go into the beat. One thing I love about this beat, it sounds great, and I didn't do much with the plugins. I literally did mainly leveling and panning. As you can see on the melody, I tried some stuff. I tried putting microshift on it to make it sound cooler. I tried putting the EQ to maybe make more room for the beat. But at the end of the day, it just wasn't working out. So I just left it. All right. And I wasn't like, I'm going to finesse this to make it work. It sounded good when I first got it. So I'm not going to be pressed about like, oh man, this beat, it's going to sound so much better. All right. That's a huge red flag for me. If someone sends me like, yeah, man, just make everything sound better because it sounds like garbage. Like, bro, then don't send it to me. But anyway, so yeah, mainly leveling. For the 808, I put on lo-fi, which is awesome. It just adds like a little bit of distortion without really sounding like distortion, but it makes stuff louder. Just cuts it a little bit more, and then I added that as well to the kick. And then just to let that monster 808 breathe in the deep, dark underworld, I did a low cut up to like 60.
The what don't got no keys, I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet, the ops, they really wanna know. Is he really cashing out or is that young nigga bro?
Alright, do you see how that kick gets a little lost with the 808?
The what don't go, she just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop.
Alright, without.
She just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop it low.
With the EQ.
She just wanna fuck with me, I hit that ass, she drop it low. low. Drop a
That blew my mind. You may not even have heard much of a difference, but you're still a young buck hungry for information. But that made the kick punch. And what did I do? I took out more of the lows from the kick. All right? And I know a lot of people are like, whoa, watch yourself. But I'm telling you, the 808 is going to get you. All right? You think you can play with it, you can keep it, it's going to get you every time. Listen. A lot, like, taking up the 60 is a lot of low end. Not a lot, but I mean, that's most of the sub frequencies. So, like, just listen. Obviously, too, I'm adding a little punch with that cut, which is a good idea, a good thing to do. But for the most part, the 808 is very low. And to get your kick to punch, you're going to have to take out some of the low ends. That had me really excited. And the reason I'm so excited, because it sounds really, really good on Spotify and shit. And I'm like, damn, I need to start doing this more. Snare, I just added lo-fi just to give it some more punch. And then everything else, as you can see, is really level and panning. Pan like the little rim shots, the open hi-hat stuff.
you can't get robbed, you can't.
Check. Pretty cool. Pretty cool hearing stuff like that, like just soloed. And then, like I said, with the melody, I tried. I really did put a micro shift on.
Hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me. I hit that ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet up, stay real.
I don't know. It just nothing felt right. Nothing felt right. And yeah, that's it. All right, so let's go down to the mastering chain. Oh, also on the beat bus, I have all of the beat stems going to a beat bus. And that is where we did the filter on the beat. I just used the one knob filter. You can watch it happen. It's like magic.
I really do hang with the stars, yeah. Okay, my car is fast. I see you, I'm swerving, I'm driving, I crash. These niggas be hating, I'm on my last. I see you, I'm coming, I run it, I blast. So what don't got.
And boom. It looks like I fucked it up, but it's bypassed the entire time. Because I was looking at this, and I'm like, yo, did I really leave this filter on? But, boom, it's bypassed. So it only happens on that part. Woo! I was about to end the video and be like, holy shit. Okay, cool. And then for the mastering, I just have a Q10. Got more of like the lows cut and then the high cuts. This is Ozone 4. If you don't have it, it's probably really difficult to get. It's a weird preset that I use. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But let me just put everything on quickly so you can hear what's happening. Because it's really not like just completely changing the sound.
I really do hang with the stars, yeah. And I'm really fucking on this thing. And she know I got big dreams. Walk in and I'm sipping on lean. Mix the ice with the cream, yeah. We do not fuck with the ops. We putting them niggas on Fox.
Boom. So it's just making stuff louder, fuller, and bigger, which is what you want with mastering. And then even with my limiter, be careful. Everybody's like, it's not that loud, but when I put the limiter on, I'm just going to pull this knob or push this up, and then the whole thing gets louder. You're still taking away dynamics of the song. So try to make your mix as loud as possible, and then make your limiter just do its job. Just limit the parts that need limiting. Don't just do it to add volume. I'm adding 1 decibel of gain. I'm cool with that. And watch how much gain reduction we have.
And I'm really fucking on this thing. And she know I got big dreams. Walk in and I'm sipping on lean. Mix the ice with the cream. Yeah, we do not.
We're chilling. We're chilling in -2 dB at the most. And then I have the slate maximizer that's giving it a little bit of oomph, but nothing crazy, like 4 dB. And yeah, that's it. That is this song. So thanks for watching. Like I said, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to put this on, not this project, but I'm going to put this vocal chain in a project, make a nice little template for you all. You can go cop it, check it out. Anything else I want to say? I got the mic. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, for sure. But for real, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, shout out to Reed Stefan for giving me a shout out on his YouTube. So I'm shouting Reed out on his YouTube. Reed's the man. Thank you. Also took me to NAMM, which was fucking cool. Fire. Follow me on Instagram. Haha. Plug. You don't have to like or comment. That's totally cool. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do any of that. Thank you for watching. That's all I need. But great. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you soon. Later.